Imagine a vast, lawless steppe where every rustle of grass spells death. In the 17th century, these lands were known as the Wild Fields, a brutal buffer zone between European empires and the ruthless Ottoman war machine. For a peasant here, choices were bleak: slavery or death. But thousands of brave souls chose a third path. They broke their chains, fled into the wilderness, and created something entirely unprecedented. They called themselves Cossacks, a Turkic word meaning free men. This wasn't just an escape. It was the birth of a new military caste, a warrior DNA. Cossackdom became a state of mind where freedom was valued more than life itself. Here, under constant threat, the unyielding character that shocks the world today was forged. Want to know how desperate fugitives became Europe's most feared elite warriors? Welcome to the Wild Fields.
The Wild Fields never forgave weakness. Becoming a Cossack meant your home was built on the edge of a sword. This frontier was constantly raided by lightning-fast Tatar and Ottoman cavalries. To survive, the Cossacks had to develop superhuman skills. They learned to ride horses before they could wake upright, turning equestrian combat into a deadly art form. Their mastery of the saber became legendary. Cossack fighters possessed incredible endurance. They could survive for days on dried meat alone and sleep on bare, frozen ground through bitter winters or scorching heat. Every new recruit underwent brutal initiation trials where only the strongest survived. The steppe transformed them into wolves who defended their independence at all costs. They answered to no kings, czars, or sultans. They answered only to their own brutal laws, where betrayal meant death and loyalty was absolute.
The heart and fortress of these fighters was the Zaporozhian Sitsch, a heavily fortified stronghold built on the islands of the Dnepr River. This wasn't just a military camp. It was the world's first true warrior republic. While absolute monarchs ruled Europe, absolute democracy reigned inside the Sitsch. Every Cossack was equal. They had no hereditary masters. They elected their supreme commander, the Ataman, in a grand assembly through loud shouting and throwing their hats into the air. If an Ataman failed his people or showed cowardice in battle, he was instantly deposed or executed. Women were strictly forbidden from entering the Sitsch. It was a sacred military brotherhood where weapons and comrades were the only family. This warrior republic created a unique political culture where personal honor stood above all titles, defending their freedom against massive imperial armies. Military genius made the Cossacks virtually invincible. Despite being heavily outnumbered by imperial superpowers, they utilized innovative and terrifying asymmetrical warfare. Their ultimate weapon on land was the Tabor, a mobile fortress made of hundreds of heavy wooden wagons. Linked in a massive circle with cannons protruding from within, it formed an impenetrable defensive line that crushed the finest enemy cavalry. But their glory extended far beyond the land. They engineered legendary boats called chaikas. These lightning-fast, low-profile vessels were practically invisible on the water. Cossacks would intentionally submerge their boats, breathe through hollow reeds, and launch devastating surprise attacks straight from underwater. With these shadow tactics, they conquered invincible Ottoman coastal fortresses. They fought not just with raw physical strength, but with a cunning brilliance that made them a lethal nightmare on any battlefield.
For centuries, empires tried to crush, buy, or tame the Cossacks. Polish kings, Russian czars, and Ottoman sultans recognized that this free warrior republic posed an existential threat to their absolute power. Eventually, the physical Sitch was destroyed, but the Cossack spirit proved impossible to kill. It dug its roots deep into Ukrainian culture and identity. The legacy of the Cossacks is the profound idea that freedom is never a gift. It is the prize of a daily, relentless struggle. It is a code passed down through generations. Never bow to a tyrant. Protect your land until your very last breath, and trust only your weapon and your brotherhood. Today, when we witness the incredible resilience of this land's defenders, we are watching that ancient Cossack DNA. The fight for freedom continues because the spirit of the Cossacks is immortal.
Glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. See you in the next video.